Holy schmoly, check that out. Everything is bigger in India. Wow. In this episode, we continue our exploration of Delhi. We visit the Red Fort, check out the Jantar Mantar, and try some delicious street food.
Tourism day today, we are going to head to the only government approved tourist office in the city, then probably head up the Red Fort and some of the classic tourist attractions of Delhi. But first, we have to grab some food.
What a way to start a day. A couple of aloo parathas on the corner of the street that we're staying on. They were absolutely delicious and 20 rupees a pop. An aloo paratha is basically a flatbread that has potatoes stuffed inside and then cooked, and then it was served with almost a mushy chickpea which had some chili, some lime and bits and pieces for flavouring. It was delicious. How is it, babe?
Oh, this is so nice. I just had a very tasty coffee for 20 rupees. Comes in a little terracotta mug that they throw away afterwards. Yeah, we're heading back to Connaught Place. We're going to find the Government Tourist Information Centre. Back in Connaught Place. This is the heart of colonial Delhi. It's been built in the styles of Cheltenham and Bath. Heaps of stuff in here, loads of shops, mainly modern. Somewhere in this maze is the Government Information Bureau.
We think we've found the official one. We've been directed to about 20 ones that are not official, but luckily we did some research before we came, so we know where the right one is. Well, it turns out the official tourism place in Delhi was pretty helpful.
Definitely the official one. No one trying to sell you stuff. They've got some nice maps and they can give you some pretty good advice. Paharganj Bazaar. Paharganj Bazaar is under the very centre of Connaught Place. Now my reading said it would mainly be electronics, but walking around it's probably 40% electronics, 40% clothes, with 20% like souvenirs and other things like that. It's a bit of a maze. The incense is really strong, but it's quite neat for an explore.
Our next stop is probably one of the most famous attractions in Delhi, the Red Fort. The only problem is it's about 4.5 k's away from where we are, so we have a bit of walking ahead. On the way to Red Fort, we're walking through Chari Bazaar.
It's like the hardware, home building, industrial area selling sheet metal and valves and all sorts of cool stuff.
Everything you could ever want if you're building or renovating. I don't know why yet. I think it's got something to do with the public holiday in a couple of days, but it's currently closed. We just walked an hour to get here. Don't!
Oh well.
These things happen. We will get to the Red Fort at some stage, just not today. So we're off to see what else we can find. We came to this one, which is pretty famous because it's actually a bird hospital, which is a bit unusual. Unfortunately, it is also closed to visitors between midday and 6 p.m.
So new plan. We are walking down Chandi Chowk, famous shopping area. We're going to find the spice market in the end, and it's getting pretty hot, so that might be us. Drowning our tourism sorrows. We have some kulfis on a stick. Mine's mango. Kel's is pistachio. Very good. 20 rupees.
We have finally arrived at the spice market, and the good news is it's open. It is the largest spice market in all of Delhi. And it's just started raining. It's funny watching everyone just scatter from the street when the rain comes down.
Yeah, we just got invited into a spice merchant's to shelter from the monsoonal rains. But we're going to push on.
They were super nice. They saw us outside on the path hiding under a little shelter from the rain. They came and grabbed us, took us into their shop and let us just hang out. He's funnily enough just been to New Zealand, so we had a good chat about that. And now I think it's died down enough for us to try and keep exploring.
Big day in Delhi.
In terms of touristing, we pretty much failed.
Not so much.
But we did get to see more of this amazing city. We did get to see the spice market, meet some really friendly people. But we are well and truly overdue for a rest.
Another lovely morning in Delhi. Yeah, it's loud. Yeah, it was a bit wet and muddy. We are having a great time exploring.
We love starting our days here at the local little Indian food shops. They are super tasty and of course rather spicy, so it clears out your sinuses every morning.
I'm having a thali, looks very familiar. Girl's having a masala dosa, looks great. Still hitting my Indian coffees up. I'm on one a day. It's quite nice, they sprinkle some coffee on the top, it's quite cool. Oh no, there's chocolate. I tell a lie, they sprinkle some chocolate on the top. It's quite cool. Ooh, hot, sweet, yum. We are crossing Connaught Park, the circular park in the middle of Connaught Place. Just gives you a sense of how enormous Connaught Place really is. It's got a huge Indian flag in the middle of it. It's Independence Day tomorrow. Everyone's feeling very patriotic. Go India, woo!
If you want to escape the hustle and bustle of Delhi, then come here. This place is quiet, it is peaceful, and there's not many people here, and there's plenty of grass you can hang out on.
We are here at Agrasen Baoli. This is a stepwell in the heart of New Delhi. It was built in the 14th century. At the time, it would have been surrounded by farmland and the city has grown up around it. The stepwell was used to store water, to cope with the fluctuations in rainfall throughout the year. It is a very, very cool archaeological site, quite unexpected when you stumble upon it and then pop inside for a look. I know what you're thinking. Is there water at the bottom? And are they going to be bothered going down to have a look? We don't know, and yes we are.
So there is a little bit of water, but not much.
This is the grounds of the Imperial Hotel, the most famous hotel in New Delhi. We're sneaking in, see how the other half live.
We're not sneaking in. The guards were happy for us to come and have a look. This building is beautiful. I'm not sure, but I would imagine it's just a tad out of our price range, but it is beautiful.
We are here at Jantar Mantar. This archaeological site is significant because it's one of the few places in the world where they have the huge big structures for astronomy. It was built in 1735 by the same guy who founded Jaipur.
It is a navigator's dream.
Behold, Sanrat Jantar, the king of instruments. This one measures the local time or solar time and the sun's declination.
This one is the Misra Yantar. It measures the longitude of celestial objects. Selfie time. We've had an awesome day of tourism, visiting some of Delhi's lesser known tourist places. There is still so much to explore, but for now it looks like the rains are coming, so we are getting out of here and heading back to our guest house.
Nehru Bazaar.
It's really busy. Before we get home, we thought we'd stop for an afternoon snack.
No surprises where we are.
We can't help it. We can't walk past this lassi shop without having one. This guy is amazing. He's the best lassi maker in town.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Still needs a little bit less sugar, but it's brilliant.
Our mission today is to get to the Red Fort, and we've been told that today it will be open, so fingers crossed. We're wandering through one of the many bazaars in Delhi. This one is the Sadar Bazaar, and it is pretty busy today. You can just about buy anything you have ever wanted.
We are at old famous jalebi here in chandi chock. Jalebi is like a fried treat. It's a thin batter, usually in a spiral, fried to the bejesus and then coated in some sort of delicious sugar syrup. Oh yeah, that is a good one. I'm not a big jalebi fan. That was really nice.
We made it to the Red Fort. I'm very excited.
Very red. It's very red.
That's a cool photo.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Look at it. It's awesome.
Whoa.
Holy schmoles, check that out. Everything is bigger in India. Wow.
This is Jantar Mantar, or the covered bazaar. It used to sell silk and fineries to lords, but now it is a tourist market.
The Red Fort even has its own stepwell.
There are two marble pavilions that face each other, Sawan and Badon. They are solid marble, and each one represents one of the 2 months of the rainy season. Smile. Smile. Click. Just kidding. Selfies with my new mates here at the Red Fort.
In India.
In India, there you go. We are really enjoying the exploration of Red Fort.
So this was built in 1638 and it rises 33 metres above Old Delhi.
It was built by the 5th Mughal emperor, but he never actually got to live here because his son imprisoned him in Agra Fort.
It's pretty unlikely because it is a beautiful spot. Now the whole thing is built out of redstone and marble, and it's built on the banks of the Yamuna River.
It's a combination of the Mughal architecture and the colonial architecture when it was a barracks when the British were here.
Your entrance ticket allows you to wander around the grounds, but there are also some museums here which are extra, but there's a whole lot of history in there as well.
I think my highlights would be the Lahore Gate, the main entrance, and the Mughal palaces at the back of the Red Fort.
And despite being one of the most popular tourist attractions in Delhi, it is actually quite peaceful and there is plenty of space. That's Red Fort done. We were there for about 3 hours. It is well worth a visit.
It's a famous spot in Chandi Chock for dahi bale, which is fried lentil balls served with yogurt and chutney. Oh, yum. Oh, it's got some pomegranate seeds in there. Really sweet with a little bit of spice, but it's definitely a dessert. Really tasty. We are taking this rain seriously.
The rain has calmed down a bit, so we're going to risk it and try and get home. It's been an epic day, some great food, and the Red Fort was a massive highlight of our time in Delhi. Selfie time.
Selfie time.
I think Al's very popular because of his beautiful hair.
Shiny.
Al is very jealous of every Indian man who has a full head.
Pretty much, me and Gandhi, respect.
Jealousy at its best. Oh, you've got a beautiful bald head, babe.